Let's see here. See what I sound like. See what I sound like. That should be good. Alright, welcome to the Madden Bowl once again. Game 5. This time it is the Chicago Bears going to Baltimore to face the Baltimore Ravens. And my brain blanked. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I looked down and my brain did not brain. Alright, let's see. Time, make sure everything's going this time. Weather random. That's something I didn't do last time. So a couple of things I didn't notice yesterday. For one, I didn't realize I didn't start J.K. Dobbins for the Broncos. So sorry, Broncos. That may have helped you win the game. That's on me. My bad. Broncos fans, you can yell at me. That's okay. I'll take the beating this time. That's on me. Two is in the last 4 games I have the music playing in the background. So if any of them get copyrighted or anything like that, I'll just have to go in and edit it later. But hopefully I fixed that problem with today's stream of games. And hopefully only the Broncos game was giving me a problem with the music, and I think it's because I sat for so long at the beginning of the stream not talking and just letting the music play in the background. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's a problem with the WWE games, so I don't know why I didn't think about it for Madden. But hopefully those 2 issues are fixed. It's going to be a learning process. It's going to be a learning curve, but it comes and goes. And the kick is away. The Bears are wholly demolished by what looks to be a defensive tackle on the kick team. What in the world is he doing out there? Is that man okay? He just got pancaked by a 300-pound man. That was ridiculous. He should not be on the kick team. The Bears taking the ball first. Gonna wear the alternate orange pants today. See what Caleb Williams can do. So to fix the J.K. Dobbins problem, I had an updated roster for all these teams, but I'm going in for both teams that I'm going to be live streaming. I'm making sure that their entire roster is complete, is correct. Oh my God, he just made the Cooper Kupp catch. Luther Bird out here looking like Cooper Kupp. Kupp made that catch yesterday for the Seahawks, but that was for a touchdown, and Luther Burden just made that same stiff arm-like catch one-handed. Hand off to DeAndre Swift, just for a yard. It's going to be interesting to see what the Bears do against this strong Ravens team. The Baltimore Ravens are obviously coming in as the favorite, but the Bears are no pushover. Able to go, I believe they went 8-9 last year, so they had a pretty decent season. Maybe 8-9, 7-10, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me Google that real quick. Not 2014 record, 2024 record, dummy. Line up in single back formation. Oh my God, I was completely wrong. They went 5-12. I don't know what year I was watching, and I dropped the ball on that record just like DeAndre Swift just dropped that check down. 4th and 4, they're going to have to punt. Got the ball to the 43. Should be a decent punt for the Bears. They should get them in pretty decent territory. Gonna back them up to the touchback. They're gonna drop them at the 20. Unable to get that ball spinning backwards for themselves. And here comes the 2023 league MVP, Lamar Jackson, and MVP runner-up from 2024. We'll see what the quarterback can do for the Ravens. Lines up in shotgun. Two wideouts on the right, in motion. Looks, throws to Mark Andrews, and it's a catch for about 7. Very similar play to what happened in the playoffs last year against the Bills. Just a short little check down. This time he was able to come up with the ball, though. He wasn't dropping it in the snow. Feel bad for the man. Obviously, it's going to be something he thinks about for a very, very long time. And hopefully he can make a comeback. The King taking the carry there. Just about 1 yard there. Not getting very far. There's an injury. Number 98. We'll see if he's able to recover and come back later. I wasn't able to tell who that was. Wasn't able to see the name on the back. Pause in the action. In shotgun with a fullback in lineman stance, man in motion. Fake to Derek. And Lamar Jackson takes it, but for just another yard. Gordon comes up with the tackle, and the Ravens are stuffed. 4 and out. Or 5 and out for the Ravens here. Not able to get very far. It's kind of a shock that they weren't able to get farther as they punted away. Huge punt here. Drops them all the way back to the 18. Thankfully able to get a couple of yards there on the play to try and put the Bears in better field position. That was almost bad news Bears. Caleb Williams comes back out. A lot of hype coming into the season for the Bears. Hand off to DeAndre Swift, and it's going to get about, 5 or 6 there. Yep, going to mark it about 6 yards for DeAndre Swift. So far on paper, there haven't really been any upsets. A lot of close games, thankfully, when it comes to team hype and what their expectations are thus far. That we have the Seahawks and the Broncos; they're pretty evenly matched. If the Giants would have ended up winning their game against the Texans, I would feel like that's an upset for them. That's pretty big. That's pretty good team to beat in the Texans. Really feel like that's been the only game so far that I'm like, yeah, it'd be an upset if the Giants won this game. Have our second one now, where the Bears take on the Ravens. If the Bears are able to come up with the win, I would consider this an upset. But the Bears are a talented team, so it wouldn't shock me. Especially if the Ravens make a lot of mistakes in this game, a lot of mental errors, turnovers even. And the Bears defense on the last drive looked really good. Ooh, big hit there, and he's stuffed in the backfield. Smith able to find DeAndre Swift at the line of scrimmage and just hold him to a yard. Ball on the 35 with 3:20 left in the game. Left in the quarter. Shotgun. Hand off to DeAndre Swift, and he is just folded up and packaged away in the backfield by Jones. Loss of about 3 on the play, 3rd and 11 Big defensive play there. See what Caleb Williams does. He's looking. He's going to take off. He's going to get the first down and more. Big play. 23 yards from Caleb Williams. Big play there. Making a move with his legs. And they are in Ravens territory now. Ball on the 43. Looks. Throws to the outside. Big catch. What a catch. Just catching it in the pit of his elbow there. That was an impressive play. Made to the left side of the field there. Shotgun formation for the Bears. Looks. Throws to the outside again. 85. Cole Kmet. Makes a play to the outside. It's 3rd and 3 now. Long distance field goal territory. Looking. Throws again. This time to DJ Moore. And they get the first down. The Bears moving the ball pretty consistently. Moving it slow, but hey, slow and steady. There's not a problem with that in the NFL. Especially when you're chewing up clock. Wear that defense out early would be a good strategy for the Bears. And oh my goodness. Pocket collapses, and Caleb Williams runs directly into where that pocket is collapsing, and he has to throw it away. Shocked it's not called an intentional grounding. Just because of how high he threw it out of bounds. He didn't even throw it anywhere close to where DeAndre Swift was. Single back, hands it off to DeAndre Swift. He takes off and gets about 15 more. First down, Bears. Drops it down to the 14. 55 left on the clock. The Bears are going to try to put 7 up on the board before the first quarter ends. Shotgun, hands it off to DeAndre again. Going to get about 4 on the play. Bears offense. Slowly but surely trying to wear this defense down. I know it's still early in the game, but the Ravens are already making less and less big plays. DeAndre Swift, first down again. Gets it to the 3. And Swift is looking like a big pickup in the offseason from 2 years ago. Unable to score before the end of the quarter. The first quarter is 0-0. Bears knocking on the door of the end zone. And we'll see if they can finally order up 7 points here. Ball on the 3. Single back, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, and he finds the end zone. A well-deserved touchdown added to his stats. The Bears go up 7-0. Or well, 6-0 as of right now. No field goals have been missed. Or extra points have been missed. I don't think a field goal has been missed either, actually. And the Bears take the lead over the Ravens. Kick is up, it is good. 14 plays, milking 4.5 minutes of clock off the board. keeping the Ravens offense off the field. I'm sure Lamar is going to be going in there cold right now. He had about 5 or 6 plays on the last drive, and the Bears have just chewed up the first quarter, taking the lead of 7-0 right now. And Lamar and the Ravens are going to have to dial something up early. Get the blood flowing again. Here comes that offense. The Ravens have been a top-tier team for the last couple of years. Looking to do the same here in the Madden Bowl. They want to make a deep run. They're expected to make a deep run into these playoffs. At least make it to the Final Four is what they're expected at the moment. The Bears. Oh my goodness, and it hits Zay Flowers directly in the face mask, and he didn't even put his hands up. Not Zay Flowers, I'm sorry, that wasn't Zay Flowers, that was Bateman. Hits Bateman right in the face. He just didn't have his hands up to catch the ball. I don't know if that's a mental error or if there's a miscommunication. But Derrick Henry is going to pick up about 13 on the play for a first down. Whoa. Some swinging over there on the left side of the screen from a lineman. Couldn't tell who it was, though, and obviously it's not going to draw a penalty. In shotgun formation here, Lamar with 15 on the shot clock. Looks, throws deep. It's Mark Andrews again. Drives it down to the 28. And the Bears chewing up that clock, obviously doesn't affect the offense. Mark Andrews. The Ravens now in shotgun formation. Andrews in motion. Drops back. Throws, and it's, oh man. That was likely on the left. He was open, but the ball was thrown too low and it swatted away. It's going to be second down. Lamar looks, throws to Derrick Henry. I feel like he should have made a move with his legs there. It seemed like he had an open field. There wasn't a spy. But it's going to be 3rd and 8. Questionable decision there from Lamar. Let's see if it comes back to bite him. Tight formation here. Not spread very far. Likely in motion again. Gonna drop back to pass. He looks, he throws, and it's... oh, what number is that? Number 10 on the catch there. It's gonna be D-Hop. Making his first catch as a Raven in Madden Bowl. Man in motion. Looks, throws to that man in motion. He's going to drive forward for about 2. Lamar Jackson, 51 yards so far. The Ravens moving in on about 2 minutes of offensive play now. Shotgun formation, looks, throws to Mark Andrews, and he is hit hard, but he's able to hold on. He only gains 1 yard. It's 3rd and 7. 4 minutes about to pass. Or 4 minutes are about to be left on the clock. Tight formation again. Shotgun. Man in motion. Looking. Gonna throw into the end zone, but it's too low. DeAndre Hopkins also hit. And the pass is broken up. They're gonna send out the kicker. Redacted Tucker. The kick is up, and it's good. The Ravens, I mean, if you're a Ravens fan, you may be worried here a little bit. Lamar has had, I don't know if it's been miscommunications with the wide receivers or what, but twice on that drive, Lamar Jackson made the throw, and it was 2 different times. It was Rashawn Bateman and DeAndre Hopkins both. Neither one of them had their hands up ready to catch the ball that Lamar Jackson was throwing. I don't know if neither one of them were looking in that direction or what happened, or if they didn't think they were going to get the ball. But twice on that drive, mental errors for the Ravens. I said it earlier. If the Bears are going to win this game, they've got to hope that the Ravens make some of those. And they have got to play some consistent football. They can't make mistakes of their own. DeAndre Swift carries for about 3. Going to try and replicate what they did on the last drive. They've looked pretty good offensively. Their second offensive try to DeAndre Swift. As the Bears are kind of stunning the Ravens here offensively. As I said earlier, the Ravens are just making mental errors offensively, and I can't tell if it's just miscommunication from Lamar or what is going on. A deep pass, but it's dropped. The Ravens defense shutting down Luther Burden and making him go 4 and out. Ball on the 32. Gonna punt it away. Try to drive the Ravens back. Oh my goodness. Right out the back of the end zone. Touchback. And here comes Lamar again. The Bears are unable to replicate that 4 minutes of offense and a touchdown that they had the last drive, only going 4 and out this time. The Ravens were able to get into the red zone and kick a field goal this last drive. But in 2 drives, they're only able to come up with 3 points. Hand off to King Henry. But it's shut down. Locking him up. Holding him to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. I've only seen 1 big carry from Derrick Henry so far. Not very many handoffs in general. Here we go, King Henry again. Only to pick up about 3 on the play. Going into the 2-minute warning, the Bears lead 7-3. Lamar looks. He's going to take off. Use his legs. But he's unable to pick up the first. 4th and 1. What do you think here as the offensive coordinator? You try to be aggressive and go for the quarterback sneak? Maybe even a fullback handoff here? Or do you just punt it away? The Ravens are going to decide to punt it away with 2 minutes left on the board. Lock them up deep. And they're going to drive it to about the 24. Good field position, or like average starting field position here for Caleb Williams and the Bears. Ravens again unable to, just cannot find an answer offensively. The Ravens are really going to have to make some halftime adjustments when it comes to the offense. The defense is putting in the work. They're holding the Bears down pretty well. They've only been able to come up with one big drive. First down. Cole Kmet from 130 to the other 30. I'm sorry, no, that wasn't. I don't know what I was saying there. From the 20 to the 32 there. 38? I can't remember. 38. My goodness, I don't know what I was thinking there. But the Ravens defense have been pretty solid, only allowing one drive to get past the 50-yard line so far, and that drive ended up in a score. Catch to Cole Kmet again. But I mean, offensively, we talk about the Ravens offense a lot more than we do the Ravens defense. Not to like throw any daggers at the Ravens defense. It's just that, they're solid. They're a decent defense. Locking them up. Oh no! DeAndre Swift makes a move. Doesn't go down. And drives it to the 40-yard line. It's those kinds of plays that the Ravens are missing on the offense. The Bears have just been there for all of those big plays. Woo! Lights Luther Burden up. And the Bears have 22 seconds left to put more points up on the board. We'll see what they do. 3 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Looking. He's going to take off, use his legs, and he's going to slide all the way down to the 6. They're going to mark him at the 7. Call the timeout. There we go. I was going to say, please don't Eberflus this. The Bears. Caleb Williams making a move on his feet. And so far, Caleb Williams has looked a lot more like Lamar Jackson than Lamar Jackson has. The Bears are going to try to put a touchdown difference up on the board, and they are able to do exactly that. Santos kicks the field goal and puts 3 more on the board. 10-3 with just 2 seconds until halftime. And I gotta say, if you're a Ravens fan, I'd be worried. You've got to make some adjustments in halftime. You've got to get your offense rolling. You've got to start making these big plays. And defensively, you've got to find an answer for Caleb Williams. Gonna take the touchback, lock it up at the 30-yard line. See if the Ravens go for it or just take a knee into the halftime. They're going to line up in shotgun. Looks like they're going to try and make a play. Looking. Throws it big. Big throw. He catches it. And Lamar Jackson completes it. But it doesn't get farther than the 21. We've seen that a couple of times now. Big throw going into halftime, and it's caught. But no scores. I believe it's the third time we've seen that. We've seen it happen in the Broncos game. We've seen it happen in the, and I believe we've seen it in the next game after that. I believe that was the Saints-Eagles. No, I don't think we've seen it in that one. What was the next one after that? What was the game before that? Yes, that's right. I think we've seen it in the Dolphins-Rams game as well. That exact sequence we've seen a couple of times. Field goal, other team gets the ball with a couple of seconds left on the clock, and they throw it big. Ravens gonna drive it down to the 28. Let's see what adjustments they've made in halftime. See if the Ravens can get back in this game. It's not out of their hand yet. Not by any means. A touchdown here, and they've got the ball tied back up. Squared back at even. But I mean, you've seen there, just about 100 yards-ish for the Ravens in total offense, and the Bears almost have 200. The Bears have just been more complete offensively. Their defenses have played pretty even up until that last drive where the Ravens gave up that field goal. The Bears have I think they've come out and they've surprised the Ravens with how talented they can be. How consistent they can play. Mark Andrews with a big play there. Gets it to the 46. That's what you need to do. You need to get your offense fired up. You've got to make a couple of big plays, get them rolling, get the offense grooving. I would be highly disappointed as the offense if you get down the field and have to kick a field goal, or you don't, or you're not able to score a touchdown here. You got to put some points on the board. Trouble in paradise, though, as Mark Andrews comes off the field with what looks to be a shoulder injury. He wasn't in that play. It's a handoff to Derrick Henry, but it must have happened on the block or on a hit or something. That's not good. He's been Lamar Jackson's main target today. Isaiah Likely is a good backup. But Mark Andrews has been the man making the moves today. We'll see how that affects this offense as they hand it off to Derrick Henry again for just 2 yards. 3rd and 4. See if Lamar Jackson starts targeting some of his wide receivers a little more. See if they can get them involved. Lamar looks. Check down to Isaiah Likely, and it is locked up by Edmonds. 4th and 3. And once again, the Ravens' offense is just disappointing. Able to get it into Bears territory this time, but they're still going to have to punt the ball away. Punts it out of bounds and gets them down to the 19-yard line. The Bears now have a chance to make this a 2-touchdown game. At the very least, a 2-score game. tight end off the line there, single back formation. DeAndre Swift gets about 4 on the play. Good handoff. DeAndre Swift has been a good player in the backfield today. He's really been like the engine, the driving force of this offense. A lot of handoffs to him for 3 to 4 plus yards. Then some big passing. Oh my goodness! Is he okay? He may have just died. Lit up in the backfield for a loss of 3. He's going to come off the field as Caleb Williams is all alone in the backfield. Throws it deep and it's swatted away. And the Ravens immediately flipping that momentum for the Bears offense. They are moving the ball pretty consistently there. But man, a big hit on DeAndre Swift. Rocking him. And the Bears have to punt it away. The ball's going to get down to about the 31-yard line. Holy crap. That may have been the biggest hit in all 5 of these games. What a play. You've got to do something now. If you get another, the Ravens get stopped again, I mean, at what point do you start thinking, man, the Bears may have just beat them offensively today? Only 3 points for this stellar Ravens offense. And they've just been highly disappointing. We'll see if the Ravens can finally get something moving and grooving here. Pass. DeAndre Hopkins makes a play. First down, Ravens. Drives the ball to the 49-yard line. We've seen it happen twice today, where the Ravens get a big pass on one of their first 2 plays. They get the first down, and then they immediately are just locked up. Oh man, and he doesn't go down initially, but 55 is able to keep on it and drag Lamar Jackson down. What a play from the Bears. Like I said, it's happened a couple of times where Lamar has gotten a big play on one of the first 2 plays of the drive, and then the Bears just lock him up. Another instance of it happening there in the first sack of the game. Handoff to Justice Hill, and he's stuffed. 1-yard gain. The frustration showing with Lamar. And I mean, at this point in the game, we're getting late into the third. It's 3rd and 18. You need a big play. Lamar looks. He's going to throw. Deep. All alone. D-Hop. Makes the play the Ravens needed. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is what they've needed all game. And the Ravens tie it up if they can make the extra point. Wow. Way to recover after the huge sack on the play. Frustration for the Bears. Kick is up, and it is good. Whoa, I don't know what's going on the screen here. It's a fan cam. The Bears. Now Caleb Williams has to answer back. I said it earlier, Caleb Williams has been playing a lot more like Lamar Jackson than Lamar Jackson has been playing like himself. Caleb making moves on his feet, making big plays down the field, consistent checkdowns. Lamar has been making mental errors, getting sacked. And they finally have a break in the ice there. Was a big play to DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Swift, his yards are low with just 40 yards. But man, DeAndre Swift has been the engine that has run this offense. He has been a consistent and big player, big name. We've said his name a couple of times for the Bears today. Speaking of, there he goes. Makes another big play. 54 yards, add 14 to his rush there. The Ravens have just not had an answer for DeAndre Swift. They've only stuffed him like twice in the game. Make it 3 times, they stuff him there. Sorry, DeAndre, I did not mean to jinx you. 1:20 left on the clock. Ball on the 39. Lining up under center. Single back. Hand off to DeAndre. Gets about 2. 3 handoffs back to back to back to DeAndre Swift. We'll see what they do on this long 3rd down. Gonna drop back. He's gonna look. Gonna throw to DeAndre Swift. No, can't get there. On the check down, it's 4th and 3. Some pushing and shoving over there where Swift made the catch. And honestly, I'm shocked that he didn't make the throw to Komet there. Komet was open during the check down. And the Bears lose out on a 1st down opportunity. And the ball is just barely going to bounce out of the back of the end or out of the side of the end zone. And they're going to put the Ravens at the 20. Baltimore now has a chance to take back the lead. Man in motion. Mark Andrews has not come back yet. Hand off to King Henry. Wow. We get to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's a tie ball game. Close matchup so far. The Ravens in shotgun. Handoff to Justice. 3rd and 2. Locking them up. Man in motion. Looking. He's going to take off. Big yards. Lamar Jackson. Blazing speed. And he drives it to the 46-yard line. Cuts up the field. Lightning quick. Lamar Jackson makes a play and drives the Ravens forward. Trouble spelling for the Bears defense. Screen pass for a first down. And Lamar has almost 200 on the day. Finally starting to move the ball as normal. Started to worry there for the Ravens offense. They've finally started playing like the normal Ravens. Derrick Henry is just going to get busted up there. 2nd and 11. The Ravens have chewed this clock up. 2 minutes now. Into the 4th. They've had it for a minute before the quarter ended. Oh my goodness. Throws it into a lot of coverage there. Easily could have been intercepted. Targeting D-Hop. Ball stays on the 37. Be a long field goal. Looking. He's going to take off again, but this time they've got 2 cornerbacks to watch out for him. It's 4th and 5. Ball on the 31. 2 Bears this time. They seen it coming. They were ready. Kicker trots onto the field. Big kick is good. The Ravens take the lead for the first time. It took 3 quarters, but the Ravens have come back and have taken the lead from the Bears. The Bears, they haven't seen the field much this half. The Ravens able to do what the Bears did earlier and just chew up that clock. Now we're in the 4th quarter and the Bears have got to score. It's not their last opportunity by any means. There's still a good amount of game on the clock. But I'd say at a minimum, or at a maximum, I should say at a maximum, they've only got 3 drives. And that's if they get the Ravens off the field quick. They've either got to score this drive or the next, and they got to keep the Ravens from scoring. Oh my goodness, big hit on the run there. 2nd and 9. Like I said earlier, Mark Andrews may be the first injury where we have to knock him out of the next game if the Ravens are able to win. Bears look, throw to 15. 3rd and 2, gain of about what's that, like 7? Gain of 7 there. I formation. Bears looking. Check down to Swift. And they're going to lock him up behind the line. Loss of a yard. And the Bears are locked up at 4th down. The Ravens. The defense has been getting rewarded with a touchdown and with field goals now. Ravens have an opportunity to flip the script. Take the lead by 10 like the Bears did earlier. Shotgun formation. Handoff to King Henry. Making a couple of moves behind the line. And a gain of 7. Second and 3. 2:20 left on the clock. And with the way they've been chewing the clock up here, it's probably going to be the last play before they take us to the 2-minute warning. Drives forward. I thought he got the first down, but they're going to mark him a yard short. His knee must have went down. And we go into the 2-minute warning. The Ravens now. The Bears, they have got to make a stop here if they want to have a chance to win. First down here, and they pretty much win the game. Big pass! Overthrown! No! Mark Andrews comes back. Edmonds on the coverage. But it didn't even matter because Lamar overthrew it. They're going to punt it. The Bears are going to take off. Drive it to the 24. That is a key moment in this game. And that could be the deciding factor here. A key moment of 3rd and short. They go deep instead of trying to get a yard with Lamar or Derrick Henry, and it bites them. The Bears now have an opportunity to take the lead or tie it up. Check down to Komet. He gets 7. 1:38 on the clock. No huddle. Looks, throws, first down for DeAndre Swift. Ball on the 37. First timeout taken by Chicago. With 1:19, they gotta figure out what they're gonna do. Make some plays in succession. They've got to figure out how they're going to go about getting this ball into scoring range. Toss to Burden. His 5th catch of the day. And again, I thought it was a first down, but they're going to mark him behind the line. With a minute left in the game. Drops back. Looks. Sacked! Matabuke on the play. And the Bears are going to take another timeout. It's 3rd and 7. The Bears got to get a first down. The Ravens got to get a stop. This is a game decider. Overthrown. 4th down. targeting Luther Burden. And the Bears, they're going to go for it with 50 seconds on the clock. Ravens got to get a stop. Looks, throws it deep. Dropped. Game over. Amazing play by Hamilton. And the Ravens come back and are able they've got to be able to chew this clock up, and it shouldn't be hard with just 46 seconds left on the clock. Victory formation. The Ravens are gonna win after being behind in the first half. An amazing second half drive from the Ravens. It wasn't that big of a lead, but man, the way the Bears have been just completely dethroning this offense, I thought for sure that the Bears were just going to consistently wear the Ravens out. But Lamar was thankfully able to get this offense rolling again late in the third quarter. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are going to move on to round 2 of the Madden Bowl. 13-10 is your final score. We've seen shining plays from both sides of the field today. The Bears making a lot of defensive plays and a couple of offensive plays in the first quarter. But the Ravens shut out the Bears in the second half and are able to get the win. The Ravens able to stick it out and hold on to victory. Your final score 10-13. Let's go look at the stats real quick before we end this stream and move on to the next game. Caleb Williams started off the game super strong with over 100 yards. But man, it got late. It got into the second half, and man, they locked him up with a finish of 16 for 23, 121 yards, 69% completion rating. Lamar Jackson, he had a slow start, but he was able to finish strong with 17 tosses for 12 completions, almost 200 yards, 70%, and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift was the big name for the Bears offensively, getting just 57 yards. But man, every single time he touched the ball, it was a key play. It was a 3rd and long or a 2nd and long, and he just chopped up the board to help them get first downs. Derrick Henry, he was slow in the first half and finally started moving that ball late with 48 yards, no touchdowns. DeAndre Swift was able to get a touchdown. Lamar Jackson late in the game, he was able to get the ball moving. And you see here, Caleb Williams was able to outrush Lamar Jackson on just 2 carries. That's what I meant earlier with Williams just lighting up the field with his rushing ability. Receiving, DeAndre Hopkins had that big 58-yard catch for a touchdown. Had 2 drops, though. So there we see 2 drops from DeAndre Hopkins. Smacked Bateman in the face with a toss earlier. That adds up to about 3 errors in the catching area when it comes to the Ravens. And it is obviously the key of why they were only held down to 13 points today. But DeAndre Hopkins had 78 yards. Mark Andrews was another favorite target of Lamar Jackson today with 56 catches and 4 catches. 56 yards and 4 catches. DeAndre Hopkins with that game-sealing touchdown earlier. We've seen Tremaine Edmonds' name called out a bunch today. 10 tackles total. Roquan Smith, he was involved in 11. Trenton Simpson with 9. Adarius Washington with 7. TJ Edwards, we've seen his name a couple of times too. Edwards. And Hamilton. Not Hamilton, who was number 2? I thought Hamilton was 2. Nate Wiggins with that huge deflection at the end of the game to stop the Bears from getting a first down. Nate Wiggins. And Justin Tucker playing his last game as a Raven because I forgot to take him off the team. But he came in clutch. He had 2 field goals to help them get 6 points in this game. But we will be moving on to the next round. We'll be moving on to the other side of the bracket. And I believe, let's looky here. Let's take a look-see. Yes, the next game is going to be the Commanders hosting the Indianapolis Colts. And I will be seeing you in the next game. Peace out, dogs.